Greetings, toiletarians. I'm your host, Toilet Terry, and you guys are all watching Toilet Talk with Terry. That's me. Obviously, the discussion topic for this episode is good jokes versus bad jokes. A joke is a joke, good or bad. A good joke can make you laugh. A good joke will make you laugh. A bad joke can make you laugh too. They both can make you laugh. That's a thing they have in common. They have some things in common, but are also very different from each other. Let me give you a couple of examples. Let's save the best for last and start with the bad joke. What does a moose like to listen to? Music. That's bad. That's a really bad one-liner. Now, how about a good joke? I may have already told this joke in one of my previous episodes, but who cares? I'm going to tell it again, if that. So, there's a man who's about to go on vacation. He needs somebody to watch over and feed his cat and look in on his sick mother-in-law. A few days into vacation, the caretaker calls and says, "I have some horrible news. Your cat died. Your cat's dead." And the guy says, "Oh, come on, you just ruined my vacation. You could have let me down so easy. You could have called the first time and said your cat is stuck on the roof. The second time you could have called and said your cat got pneumonia while she was on the roof. Then the third time you could have said we couldn't save her and she died of pneumonia while she was on the roof." So then a few more days go by and the caretaker calls again. He's like, "So what's up now?" And he says, "Your mother-in-law is stuck on the roof." That's a good joke. You see, what I've learned about joke telling, the number one thing I've learned is when it comes to good jokes versus bad jokes, the one-liners are typically bad, while the long jokes are typically good. Not all the time, but for the most part, typically. I'll give y'all another example. Let's start with the bad again. Save the best for last. Again. A squirrel walks up to a tree and says, "I forgot to store acorns for winter and now I am dead. Ha, it is funny because the squirrel gets dead." That's horrible. That's not even a joke. Listen to this. There are two women from Ireland. They move to America. One says to the other, "I hear they eat dogs here." Later, they go to a hot dog stand to get their dogs. And the hot dog vendor gives them each their dogs wrapped in tin foil. One of them opens theirs, blushes, and looks over at the other lady and says, "What part of the dog did you get?" That's a good joke. Take this other classic, for example. There are three men who come across a river. They must cross, but they don't know how to cross it. One of them prays to God for strong hands, strong arms to be able to swim across the river. So God gives him strong arms and he swims across the river. The second man wishes for a canoe with a paddle to canoe across the river. So God gives him a canoe and a paddle, and he canoes or kayaks to the other end of the river. And then the third man prays to God and says, "Dear God, please give me the wisdom to be able to cross the river the right way." So God turns the man into a woman, and the woman walks across the bridge. That's a good one right there. I don't care who you are. However, when I told my grandmother BB that joke, her reaction went a little something like this. Boo. You see, when it comes to good jokes versus bad jokes also, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Everybody has their own opinion on what they think is a good joke or a bad joke. It's that simple. The funniest one-liner I've ever heard, probably the only one-liner that I think is actually a good joke, goes like this. Here's the world's shortest joke. A man walks into a bar and says, "Ouch." Now, here's the world's worst one-liner. Want to hear the world's cleanest joke? He washed up. Here's the second worst one-liner, in my opinion. Want to hear the world's dirtiest joke? The world's dirtiest joke? A white horse fell in the mud. It's not even a joke. So, yeah, anyway. But a joke doesn't have to be short to be bad or long to be good. Here's a classic joke, a classic Little Johnny joke that's not short or long. So Little Johnny's sitting in class. The teacher says, "Okay, if you're stupid, stand up." Nobody stands up. And she says, "Okay, again, don't be shy. Come on, if you're stupid, stand up." Little Johnny stands up and she says, "Oh, so you think you're stupid?" And he says, "No, I just felt bad that you were the only one standing." So I guess you could say the moral of this episode is a joke is a joke, good or bad, long or short. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And that's that. And that's all I have to say about that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, this discussion topic. Don't forget to drop a like on this video if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button for more upcoming content, which will be amazing. You won't want to miss it? Haha, all right. Keep it real. Peace out.